Harbaugh now heads to the Los Angeles Chargers.
He wins everywhere. He wins, period.
Justin Herbert, he's a crown jewel.
Well, you guys better enjoy this.
Quick snap, Herbert to throw. Has a man, touchdown!
The fans loved it.
You have to love what you're seeing on tape if you're a Chargers fan, especially for the future with Justin.
Herbert on the move and throws and touchdown.
I was just trying to show off.
We're going to be known as world champions. And we're going to do it or die trying. Don't let the powder blues fool you.
Who's got it better than that?
Well, hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Charger Chat. I'm your co-host, Will Dog, sitting with my buddy, Kev Huggin Duggan.
Rise and shine. It's ass-kicking time. Right?
It's time to bolt up. But let's not forget Kyle, the coach, Duggan.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Guten Morgen.
All right, folks. Well, lots to talk about this episode. There's been some rumblings. There's been some signings. Who saw that coming?
Not at all.
Some of us did, but not necessarily this player. But we've also got a fan focus, an NFL Mike Bolt of the Week, and an Ask Boltfam lined up for you. So let's waste no time and start at the top here. We need to talk about this gentleman who today, later on today, is going to be going through a pretty extensive surgery. It's going to be a heart transplant, and I'm talking about James Ebo,
Our boy.
our brother that we got to enjoy the last draft with, and we've had on the show. Big friend of the podcast, and seeing that, very thankful that he was able to find a donor. That was great news.
Yeah, he's been waiting there for a minute for
Step one.
It finally came in, and I was messaging with him yesterday. He's incredibly calm and cool and just ready to go. So we just wanted to send you our love, dude. I know
dude.
His surgery starts today, and it's like a 14-hour surgery. So just send your love and anything you can for James, because he's a real one, and we love that guy. So good luck, bud.
You'll get it, dude. Yeah,
Guys,
good luck,
been to-
man. We're praying for you.
Every NFL draft in the past, 20 years or something
20
like that.
years,
He helped-
something crazy.
He was a big part of helping us try to get there last year. So
Yeah,
he's a
100%.
great guy.
Great guy, and our love and thoughts are with you, James, and we'll see you on the other side.
Go get him, champ.
Yeah. All right, looking at the team, OTAs. We've seen some interesting drills during this OTA. With a new coach comes some new drills, and Eric Smith tweeted out about the Chargers using tarps in throwing/catching drills. Harbaugh directing traffic in the middle by pointing left or right. QBs don't know who's going to pop open.
Dude, this is like Pop Warner stuff. My dad used to do this with us. He built a PVC pipe frame that was about 6 feet tall and about 4 feet wide. So it was basically like this big doorway, and he covered a tarp over it so you couldn't see. And it was a tackling drill. It wasn't a throwing drill.
Oh no!
I remember this.
Yeah. So the guy with the ball would be about 3 yards from the tarp, and then the guy on defense would be about 3 yards from the tarp. And the guy with the ball got to go either way he wanted. And then on defense, you had to react. Once you finally saw him, you had to react one way or the other.
Interesting.
But this is old school stuff, dude. This is not Brandon Staley Wunderkid type of drills. We're going back to the 80s stuff.
Back to basics.
This isn't giving me like analytics vibes. This is giving me like rub dirt on an open wound vibe, like old school football kind of stuff.
Yeah. So funny.
Well, hopefully it all paid off. Hopefully, we got to learn a thing or two by going back to basics. Yeah.
Make Justin even better?
Is it possible?
Yeah, looks like it.
And then most recently, the Chargers just dropped a Greg Roman mic'd up,
which was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys not listened to it yet?
No, I kind of hold off on stuff like that in case we watch it on the Patreon.
I couldn't help myself.
I know you can't. I'm not surprised. I'm not angry. This par for the course.
Yeah.
I did see the clip. I did see the clip though that of him and one of the other coaches. I didn't know who it was. Talking about Justin Herbert and how he's picked up 3 systems in 3 years, and
how does he do it?
Cadence, and like how does he do it? And then he's like he basically said he's just got that dog in him. He's just gonna go get it done.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Well, there it is. Yeah, Chase Daniel even recognizing that he's been trying to tell us. I've been trying to tell you, Justin Herbert comeback year. It's going to be exciting to see it with this Greg Roman. I mean, everybody's been concerned that they're just going to run the ball. Justin Herbert's not going to throw it. He's going to throw it. It's just every throw is going to be a huge opportunity for this guy to just get some big yardage, big chunk yardage, because they're going to be focused on the run.
Perfect
Wear 'em
lasers.
down.
They're
Yes.
perfect lasers. Let's get them.
And then just recently came out with the cap space. Everybody's been wondering, how much money do we got? I want to spend it. I want some players. What do we got? Well, Chargers are currently number 9 in the league right now with available cap space.
Before we started this year, before we got Harbaugh and Ortiz, we would have been at the very bottom, like the Giants with 1.1 million available. Yeah, we were screwed. Yeah. And now we're in top 10 available. I think you're going to definitely see some new players being added to this roster pretty soon. Yeah. And it's continuing. We're going to talk about one soon, but like guys that may not be in the best favor in the league right now that had tons of potential. I think we're going to see a little bit more of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to be at 26.3. Now, the only thing I'm not sure about, because we haven't signed Joe Alt yet, that's still TBD. I don't know if that gets taken into consideration.
Yeah, I think because those first round picks are so structured, I think they already factor in what he's going to be making.
Okay.
Because the only thing that they really negotiate is guaranteed money and probably some of the little bonuses, like how much they get at signing.
Okay.
Workout bonuses, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so I like the amounts are so structured for first and second round picks that there's not really a lot of wiggle room. They could probably factor in what he's going to make.
Gotcha. Hopefully that is the case, because yes, 26.3 million. That's some damage that you could do.
Yeah, you could get, like there's a couple guys, I think, like there's a couple guys out there, especially in like the cornerback space. There's some guys that are high ticket items that you could afford with what we have right now.
Well, and that's also in part due to all of the guys that we have signed so far have been pretty cheap. Like we haven't signed anybody that have been like, whoa, okay, well, there went our budget. Like it just went on that one player. It's like, no, these have all been playmakers that have come in for like the, 1-2 year deals.
Is there like we had Discount Telesco where he would do like Coupon Tommy and do like, this feels like different. This feels like, like the DVD bin at Walmart when you go to the bottom and there's something that shouldn't be in there, but you find it and you're like, who put this in here? Yeah. I feel like we've done that 4 or 5 times. Like we went to the best Walmart in town and found the best DVDs.
Well, it's been Goodwill Joe. He's been going to Goodwill. He's been like, oh, this is in perfectly good condition.
You don't know what you have.
You don't even know what you... Oh, you fools.
Yeah. Play cool. Go to the cash register. Play cool.
Yeah. And one of those, most recently, the Chargers have signed tackle Alex Leatherwood, previously on the Raiders, and I think also the Bears.
Yeah.
But he was the Raiders' first round pick, 2-3 years ago?
Yeah, 17 years ago. He was the 17. And it's interesting because he was terrible. Like he was really not great, especially when we played him. We got a front row seat. He played right tackle, and he was so bad that he got pushed into guard because we beat him up so bad in one game. But you're not asking him to come in and start. This is what competitors wanted. That's what this is. Yeah. And he has the talent and the potential to be good. And we're not, why not? You know what I mean? Like, why not? Is he better than Trey Pipkins? I don't know. Let's have a see. Let's have a peek. Let's take a look.
Well, I think I've heard a lot too is like the idea that they're trying to tighten up the bottom of the roster. So is he better than Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater? No. But may he be better than Forrest Sorrell or somebody else down there? Like, even if he's just a little bit better, you flip him out and you overall have a stronger roster. So I think that's what this feels like, is this is trying to see if you can add some more quality at the bottom of your roster. Now, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right? It's not like we broke the bank to pay Alex Leatherwood. So don't be up in arms and worried that this means Joe Alt's not doing well in training camp.
No way.
It's just, I think it's a good sign that they're trying to turn over the bottom of the roster, not just status quo of, well, these guys were already here, so we'll just ride with it.
Well, it's a lot of first-round talent we have on this offensive line. Like, is there a personnel for 9 offensive linemen, a quarterback, and a running back? Is there a personnel for that? If not, might be bringing something to the table.
We might see something new this season.
Yeah, good luck with those light boxes.
Well, and it's what you were banging the drum for, Kyle. It's having quality depth.
Yeah.
Not, we don't need to have like a bunch of A's and a bunch of C's and D's. It's like, let's just have a bunch of B's so that if something happens, you've got somebody that can step up and can do the job. Now, he has struggled can he be better with, Nick Hardwick helping out on the offensive line and coaching him up? And we've also got Duke Manyweather, who's piping up about Leatherwood, saying, I thought Alex was always 2 full years away from being a special player, needs development. We give up on guys too easily. It's not his fault he was drafted in the first round with unrealistic expectations placed on him out of his control.
Raiders.
Another reach by the Raiders to get a guy in the first round, and anybody that you get in the first round, you expect to be an immediate impact player. Didn't work out for him.
Well, it really didn't work out for him because he was drafted in 2021, so he should still be on his rookie contract with the Raiders.
Yes.
He got cut after 1 year.
Yeah. Was it 1 or 2? I think it was 2.
1.
And then was it 1?
Oh.
Something like that. But then he played 1 year with the Bears. But whatever it is, he did, the Raiders blew that, which is the fact that here's the storyline. If he can come to us and be good, how awesome is that?
Yeah.
Just a nice little thumb in the eye to the Raiders out there.
It looks like 1 year. If he was part of the 2021, he was part of the 2021 draft. They cut him, waived him on August 2022.
Okay.
Yep.
Kyle was right.
And he played for the Bears and the Browns. The guy's been around.
Oh, and wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
So,
that's not great.
Not great. But I mean, you're not looking at this guy to be like the starting tackle. That's not the goal for this guy. We signed him to be a depth piece. And if he can, if Manyweather is saying that he was just 2 years away, it's 2024, baby. I think it's time for him to shine.
I wonder what this contract is. I wonder how much he's getting, because it can't be anywhere near what a first rounder would make.
No way.
They probably got a discount on him.
Oh yeah. Well, if he's been around the Bears and the Browns, and then we scoop him up, guaranteed that's a sweet deal that we got him on.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't know if you guys remember Foster Sherrill. Everyone was like kind of pumped about that signing.
Mm-hmm.
It was like early in the season. I was like, oh, he was great in high school. Like maybe he's still got it in there somewhere. That guy was undrafted in 2021, same draft class as Alex Leatherwood. He went to the Ravens and got cut from their practice squad. Goes to the Giants, was there for a week and got cut from their practice squad. And then we signed him in October. And everyone's like, oh, hell yeah, let's go. Yeah. But then Alex Leatherwood, a first-round pick from that same year that has actually played in games and has some experience. Everyone's like, oh, bust. This sucks.
Like, why? Why even why?
Yeah.
Even why?
Foster Sherrill never even played in a football game, an NFL game, and we were all pumped for him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think setting realistic expectations is big, because when Charger social media posts like, welcome to Los Angeles, it does make you feel like, oh, shoot, like this guy playing? No, he's not going to be playing. He's going to be on the bottom of the roster as a break in case of emergency guy.
Yeah. So it's exciting. It's more, if any, at the very least, it's more competition between players, and for him to fight for a spot, because why not? And then another bit of news, there's nothing official yet, but Jordan Schultz tweeted out that former Ravens safety Tony Jefferson will try out for the Chargers during their upcoming mini camp. Jefferson, who grew up in San Diego, is coming out of retirement and has a few teams interested. New Bolts GM Joe Ortiz was previously in Baltimore with Jefferson, and Jefferson plays safety, and he announced his retirement from the NFL back in March 2023, last year, after spending 10 seasons in the league and playing for 4 different franchises. The tryout comes not long after word came out that Jefferson was looking to get back into the league after spending a year in retirement. Jefferson even posted a video to his official X account with a caption that reads, "We are so back, dialed in."
It's interesting that he was working directly with Joe Ortiz as one of his staff members, as one of his scouts with the Ravens. And
really?
Yeah, and now he's the first stop he's coming is Joe Ortiz and the Chargers to give it a go. I'm not putting too much into this. I think it's weird.
Yeah.
It's odd to retire and come back, but we'll see. It's definitely experience. It's definitely you're adding some veteran to that room. So I don't know how I feel about it, but if is it another one of those DVD bins situations?
Maybe
it's not even in the bin. It's in the trash in the back of the Walmart.
Yeah, it's a classic movie.
Yeah, but they threw it away. They had too much. They threw it away. It was somebody went dumpster diving, found it, brought it in, and it's perfect.
Yeah,
who knows?
Great condition.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. Yeah, it feels very similar to the Alex Leatherwood type of signing. It's like, okay, let's see how this goes. Let's get some bodies in here, see if they can compete and hold up, and what kind of shape he's in, and maybe he can be a fill-in guy, bottom part of the roster type of guy if that's what he wants. Because I don't see him beating out Alohi or Derwin. So
no,
it's again another depth piece, which is fun to watch, and it's a cool San Diego connection with Eastlake High School.
That's always nice.
Come on,
yes.
let's go.
Yeah, I mean, these are almost all of these players that we've signed this off season have had some kind of a not perfect history. Whatever the situation might be, whether they retired and they're looking to come back, or they got injured and now they're looking to come back, or it was kind of an early reach on a first round pick, and hey, there might still be something there.
It's a second chance. Yeah,
it's that kind of, it's an underdog off season of these guys might have something to prove still. These guys might still want to come out and compete, and we've signed them. There was something. Obviously, we didn't just sign them going like, that's fine. Yeah, let's try it. They saw something in these guys that could potentially be something, and we've made that kind of reference before with Brandon Staley in the past. But if you compare the history of Jim Harbaugh versus Brandon Staley, I think Harbaugh and Ortiz are going to see a lot more opportunity for different play styles and talents that are going to fit this roster better than what Brandon Staley or Tom Telesco ever saw for other previous offseason signings. Yeah,
and I think like the idea of how they're attacking free agency, it doesn't put you in a bind for years to come.
Yeah.
Like you take a shot on the JC Jackson, making him one of the highest paid corners in the NFL, and that busts, you're screwed for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Tony Jefferson, you bring in, doesn't hit, you just move on. Yeah. You bring in Alex Leatherwood as a depth piece, doesn't hit, okay, you move on.
Yeah.
That's, and even some of the bigger names that we brought in, like a Bud Dupree or a DJ Chark, it's like those guys don't hit. Okay, we move on. Like you're not so invested and tied to this player that if it doesn't pay off, you're screwed, which is what happened to us with JC.
Or it's the end of the season, or you've just ruined your cap for the next 3 or 4 years. It's like, we are still in the early nascent steps of the Jim Harbaugh generation that is still yet to even be seen. But the excitement level, very high.
Super
high. And you should also be super highly excited for our Patreon. Patreon.com/ChargerChat. Check out all the fun, silly videos we got going on over there. We've got hangouts. We've got patches, exclusive shit over at Patreon.com/ChargerChat. But if you don't want to go over there, it's fine. You can go on over to our regular website, ChargerChat.com. Check out all the cool stuff we got over there. T-shirts, hoodies, and stickers. It's free, baby. Check it out. ChargerChat.com.
The stickers aren't free, but the website's free.
Yes. Go check it out.
Kyle's our lawyer.
Warning, stickers are not free over at ChargerChat.com. All right, gang. It's time to go on to the next segment. NFL Mike. We love this guy. His segments are fire. If you haven't seen him yet, go check out previous episodes. The guy's killing it. And this week, it's a Bolt of the Week. Who's he going to talk about? Who won out? Which one of you commented about this guy? Let's see.
We are back again for Mike's Bolt of the Week. Because the position is being completely removed from the game as we speak, you probably think that fullbacks don't matter. But I'm here to tell you that that's completely false. Because today and this week's Bolt of the Week is going to be fullback Lorenzo Neal. A Chargers legend, but a guy that went on a journey in his NFL career unlike any other. And shout out to Robert Peck 7003 and the Doobie Doo for recommending Lorenzo Neal for this week. Each week, I'm joining the Charger Chat podcast and going on a deep dive of a Chargers current player or legend. I'm going all the way back to their Pop Warner days, to the NFL, and even in their post-NFL life if they are retired. And the way I'm determining which player I cover each week is whichever player gets the most comments in the comment section below of the video. So, if you guys want to see a specific player featured in next week's episode, or should I say in 2 weeks, I'm every other week here, comment that player's name down below. Before you forget, just do it real quick. This week, like I said, we're talking about Lorenzo Neal. Neal was born in Hanford, California on December 27th, 1970. 70. And by the time he reached high school, he became a dominant two-sport athlete. You see, Lorenzo Neal wasn't just a beastly running back, who, by the way, rushed for over 2,000 yards in high school. Keep in mind, the high school football season is 10 to 13 games if you make it all the way to the championship. So that was already impressive enough, but what this guy did as a wrestler, he was an All-American. He went 42-0 with 25 pins his senior season. That's a streak that's more impressive than The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak. His career record in high school ended up being 153, 8-1. And his efforts as a wrestler on the mat, as a running back on the field, and as a student in the classroom, earned Lorenzo Neal the California State Athlete of the Year. Not only did he put his high school, Amore High School, on the map, but Lorenzo Neal also caught the attention of college scouts, specifically the college football scouts at Fresno State University. Lorenzo Neal would stay in his home state of California and end up committing and playing football at the university. And man, when you talk about fits, let's talk about Lorenzo Neal becoming a bulldog, dominating on the ground as a blocker and a runner of the football. In fact, to this day, Lorenzo Neal is top 12 in both rushing yards and rushing touchdowns in Fresno State history. And he balled out to a level that he would be drafted to the NFL. But first, let's mention that while at Fresno State, he was also a wrestler still. And he continued to compete in his second sport at an All-American level, even eventually being sent to Japan to wrestle sumo wrestlers and win. Once his time at Fresno State had come to an end, Lorenzo Neal knew that he needed to focus on one sport, unless he was actually going to wrestle the frickin' Undertaker. There wasn't much more for Lorenzo Neal to do in the sport of wrestling. So he declared for the 1993 NFL draft and was drafted in the 4th round by the New Orleans Saints. And as a Saint, Lorenzo Neal would immediately contribute, opening up some holes for a 1,000-yard rushing season and setting himself up so that when he left New Orleans, other teams would be interested in signing the big man. And sure enough, he eventually found his way to one of the most physical backfields in NFL history. At the time when he signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they already had work done, and fullback/running back hybrid Mike Allstott. You never heard of Mike Allstott, just watch some of these highlights and you realize what kind of football player Mike was. And this bruiser trio combined for 2,100 rushing yards. They were unstoppable, but Lorenzo Neal knew that if he wanted to establish himself as the best fullback in the league, he needed to go somewhere else where it was a little bit less crowded. He didn't have Mike Allstott taking a bunch of reps. So he would eventually leave the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and set up a signing with the Tennessee Titans. You guys may have heard of a running back by the name of Eddie George. Well, he was in Tennessee at the time, and his legacy was just starting to grow. But when he teamed up with Lorenzo Neal, they went off. In 1999, Lorenzo Neal led block for Eddie George, and George went for a career-high 1,750 all-purpose yards, 13 touchdowns. For in the year 2000, Eddie George would break both of those personal bests, going for 1,950 all-purpose yards and 16 touchdowns. The Tennessee Titans also went 26-3 over this period of time and came just 1 yard shy of immortality. This stint in Tennessee established Lorenzo Neal as one of the, if not the best fullback in the NFL. He had now done it in New Orleans, blocked up for work done, and as a solo feature fullback on a team, not overshadowed by Mike Allstott anymore, led multiple elite rushing seasons. So when the Bengals needed a lead blocker for Corey Dillon, who did they call? A truck of a man named Lorenzo Neal. And Lorenzo Neal came through, leading the way for Corey Dillon to rush for 1,500 yards and 13 touchdowns in the year 2001. And then in 2002, put up another 1,500 yards and 7 touchdowns rushing. Corey Dillon would go on to greener pastures and win Super Bowls with the New England Patriots, and Lorenzo Neal would leave that tandem, form an electric duo who would go on one of the greatest runs by a fullback and running back in NFL history. By this time, Lorenzo Neal had already led 5 elite rushing seasons. He was undoubtedly the best lead blocker and fullback in football, and you were putting him in front of LaDainian Tomlinson before everyone knew that he would become one of the GOATs at the running back position. I'm starting to realize that Lorenzo Neal created a couple GOATs at the running back position. Once these two paired up, they were unstoppable. In 2003, LT had 2,300 all-purpose yards and scored a total 17 touchdowns. In 2004, another 1,700 all-purpose yards and 18 touchdowns. 2005, 1,800 all-purpose yards, 20 touchdowns. You're starting to see the benchmark set by these two. Or in 2006, they do something that the league still has not seen happen since. LaDainian Tomlinson went for 2,300 all-purpose yards again. And this time, 31 total touchdowns. All my fantasy football players out there, just imagine if your running back scored 31 total touchdowns. No non-quarterback has scored 30 touchdowns since, and they may never do it again. And in their final season together as Lorenzo Neal aged, they put up another casual 1,900 all-purpose yards, 8 more touchdowns. We're talking almost 100 touchdowns and 10,000 yards in 5 seasons. He played 221 consecutive games for the Bolts, but wasn't ready to call it quits at age 38. He would go and sign with the Baltimore Ravens, and do you think that it was a coincidence that a really young Ray Rice, a really old Willis McGahee, and LaRon McClain still put up 2,000 yards and 17 touchdowns combined? Probably not a coincidence at all, because they had Lorenzo Neal lead block. Lorenzo Neal would finish his career with 16 seasons logged in the NFL and go down as one of, if not the greatest fullback in history. Nowadays, Neal hosts podcasts and is a media personality, but don't be fooled by the suit. This guy was a bone crusher at one point. As I sign off here, don't forget, y'all, to comment which Charger you want to see featured next. If you guys want to find me and more of my content, I make videos on all 32 NFL teams, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and twice on Sundays. I'm easy to find. Just search NFL Mike on any platform and you'll find me. Fullback may be a dying position in the sport, but guys like Lorenzo Neal will never be forgotten.
Holy cow.
Let's go.
I knew about Lorenzo Neal. I thought I knew about Lorenzo Neal. I did not know enough about this guy.
No.
My God.
I never saw all the people he led a block for.
No.
Put together like that. That's insane. That is clearly a sign of what he did for that running back. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. The value of a fullback in football.
A blocking fullback. That can come and block and make way for running backs, generational running backs, and especially LT.
Oh, yeah, 31 touchdowns in one season is insane. Oh, special, man.
It is special. Yeah, I mean, we were talking about Austin Eckler getting 20 like it was record-breaking, and
Yeah.
Can't forget about LT, buddy.
Yeah.
That is great. NFL Mike, dude, you're killing it, man. This has been so much fun.
Yeah, he's
watching these and learning about all the Bolts and all the deep dive on all the wrestling for Lorenzo Neal. Who knew about that? The bone crusher. I love it.
I did hear, sir, just to tag on to his awesome segment.
Yes.
I was listening to a Lo Neal story where he basically said that right before the combine, his wrestling coach the day before had him go wrestle in a tournament, in a full like state championship college tournament. And he then he went to the combine and did shitty because he was dead. He had like his flight was delayed, so he got like 4 hours of sleep.
Cripes.
So like at the end, so he did poorly. He had bad numbers. So then at the end, when the coach tried to go pick him up from the airport, he just walked away from him. He's like, "I'm not talking to you." He was pissed.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the wrestling coach. So that was on. If you guys aren't listening to the Believe In, like it's one of my go-tos. I love hearing
it's good. Matt Money and Lo Neal
talk. Definitely go check those guys out too, because it's one of my staples. Like I listen to that one a lot.
Heck yeah. That's awesome. NFL Mike, thank you
You're the man.
for another killer segment. And you heard him, folks. Who do you want him to talk about in the next episode? Or not the next episode, the next time he comes back on? Put it down in the comments. Let him know. He searches and he comments. He pipes back. If you guys put something up, he reads them. I promise.
He does.
All right, folks. Well, now it's time to go on to the next segment. It's time for Fan Focus.
Oh, yeah?
And this guy, here's a guy. This guy has been the most vocal, I think, on our Ask Boltfam, probably within the last year or so, maybe more. Yeah. This guy, he always finishes out our Ask Boltfam. He brings the energy, and I'm excited to see. This is his second time now on the podcast on Fan Focus.
Is it Atheer?
Khadher,
baby. All right, guys, we are back with another Fan Focus, and we got a special guy here. If you listen to any of our Ask Bolt fams, you know who this is. This is Atheer Khader. What is up, Atheer?
What's up, Kevin? How are you, sir? I am doing great.
I'm glad to hear it, man. I'm doing great as well. I always like to talk to you. It's so much fun. Let's kick this off. We you've been on in the past, and we wanted to have you on because you've kind of become a staple in Ask Bolt fam. So just tell everyone again, how did you become a Charger fan?
Okay, so I'll make this very simple for some fans that didn't hear me before, that didn't know that. So I was not into football. In 1993, I came to America from Germany. I was not into the football. I stopped watching football like in 1994. And the first game that was on TV was so crazy was Chargers Raiders, CBS. And I was like, man, I really love these. They had the Navy uniform on. They were at San Diego Qualcomm Stadium. And then I was watching this superstar running back, LT. And I was like, oh, my God, this guy reminded me a little bit of Barry Sanders, you know? But at that time, you know, Detroit was okay. And then, you know, they fell off apart. So I started watching the Chargers. That was the first game. And then they were down by, I think, 7 points at halftime. And they came back and they killed the Raiders. And LT just went off. And then from that day, I didn't have an NFL team at that time. I was like, you know what? California, San Diego, why not? Let's ride with the Chargers. And then I became a Chargers fan ever since.
That's awesome, man. I love it. And then, you know, you've been a fan for a long time, man. What are your thoughts on, you know, last time we talked to you, we had a different coach. What are your thoughts on us getting Harbaugh and what this is going to do for our team?
Okay, so I'm a diehard Michigan fan in football. A lot of my fans does not know that. I support Michigan football. When we had the heartbreaker disaster to the Raiders, I told everybody, nobody believed me anyway. Nobody listens to me except Charger Chad. They the only one believes me. Wardog, Kevin, Coach Kyle. They the only one listen to me.
You're my guy.
I told everybody that they're going to clean house. There was no if or but. They was going to clean house. Okay? And everybody was like, I don't know, man. Tell us, come on, not going to go and all that. I said, listen, I am a bullish on the Spanos family. I love the Spanos family. I have supported them for the last 5, 6, 7 years despite all this happening. This family is desperate. They hungry. They want that title. And they was going to do whatever it takes to get it right this time. Okay? And I was very confident, and I started hearing about Coach Harbaugh possibility to LA. Before we even played in the Rose Bowl, I told everybody, I don't care what happened in the playoff, Coach Harbaugh is a Los Angeles Charger. And I know a lot of people had doubts because the Spanos doesn't want to give up no power, right? And I told everybody, listen, no disrespect to anybody. What John Spanos has done the last 5 years, it has not worked out.
Yeah.
And his father pretty much told him, son, we got to go in a different direction. We need this Lombardi trophy in LA. We need this in our organization. We need this trophy. It's missing. We got to do something. And I believed him, and they won with it. And how about, listen, if you have continued to do the same thing over and over and over and over everything, and it's not worked out, it's time for a change.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's time to go in a different direction. And I believe the Spanos, for all these people talking about, oh, they're going to sell the team and all that. Nonsense, man. This family is not selling the team. Right now, this team is worth like $4.5 billion. And then the way, if you go back to last offseason, do you remember when they signed Herbert? Mm-hmm. Before the training camp?
Yeah.
The Chargers doesn't do something like that. They don't. Not like that. And when they paid Herbert, that was a sign for me that they are very serious about winning a championship, Vince Lombardi Trophy, for the LA Chargers.
I love it.
So when Harbaugh came in there, I was like, it's a done deal. The Chargers is winning the Lombardi Trophy in 2026. Okay. I'll get to that. I'll get to that in a minute.
I'm going to tee you up for that. No, and it's cool to hear that you were a Michigan fan. So you've been watching the games and watching his coaching style. So we're all excited. Like, you're seeing all the stuff they're doing at practice, all the cool stuff they're implementing. Anything before we get into your grand prediction of what's going to happen for our team? Anything you're seeing coming out of camp right now that you're interested in?
I love the direction Jim Harbaugh, Coach Harbaugh, I should say, and Joe Ortiz, that, listen, we're going to do it our way and our way only. And I totally respect the Spanos family for being on board, because this is a hard thing to do for an owner. Usually an owner don't like to do that. You know what I'm saying? They like to, like they want to be involved. But I totally respect, and I have so much love for Dean Spanos, John Spanos, the entire family, that they were on board. And they pretty much told Hoties and Harbaugh, look, I don't care. Just do whatever you want. Yeah. We just want a trophy. We just want a trophy. Okay, just give me just to hold on to that Lombardi and hug that trophy. That's all I need. Okay, so am I surprised? No. I'm disappointed a little bit, heartbreaking that Keenan got cut. Yeah. I didn't think Keenan is going to let go. But I think this is, you know what our fans want, right? You know this, Kevin. I know this. Bulldog child coach knows this. You want something different, you got something different.
Yeah, for sure.
And you have to be on board. You have to be on board, and you have to trust the process, what they are doing, Yeah. And I'm really excited with it, even more next year when they have the money, because I'm going to tell you right now, 65% of that money is going to go to the defensive side of the ball. Okay. You can count on that.
All right, so I feel like we're kind of tipping over into kind of your predictions, and you told me you had a grand plan. You had to tell everybody what you're hoping is going to happen, what you plan to happen. So yes. What is that, Atheer? What is the plan?
So here's what I'm going to tell you. Okay, so I want to tell you this. The reason I am going to say why the Chargers will win the Super Bowl in 2026. Bulldog is just going to go crazy when he sees this. Okay, so you know how the Charger chats have every week game preview and then prediction, and you'll talk about the game?
Yeah.
Well, this is what we're going to call, we're going to change it to a Charger chat season preview.
Okay.
Of what is coming in 2026. I'm going to compare my team, my beloved Los Angeles Chargers, right, to the 2003 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, right?
Okay.
So that year, there was a history is going to repeat itself. I can assure you that. I am calling it right now. The Chargers is winning the Lombardi Trophy in San Francisco in 26. That year, John Gruden was his second year. Jim Harbaugh will be his second year. Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl in San Diego, California against the Raiders. The Chargers is playing in San Francisco, California. So you see there was a little history going on, right?
Sure. I love it.
Okay. That year, everybody said, include me, Tampa cannot win in the cold. If the temperature is 40 degrees or below, Tampa cannot win in the cold. They cannot get over the hump. They cannot exercise all the demons, right? That year, NFC Championship game in Philadelphia. Cold Philly, right? The Bucs was up 23-20 with under 3 minutes to go, right? And then Tampa Bay had the ball. McNabb is driving down the field to get the winning touchdown, right? And every Tampa fan or every NFL fan that was watching this, they say it's over. Tampa is going to lose this game. They just cannot win it in the cold. They cannot get it done, right? Rondé Barber stepped in, picked up McNabb, took it to the house, 75-yard touchdown. Tampa goes up 10. They exercise the demon. They get over the hurdle. They go on and demolish the Raiders in the Super Bowl. Was not even close, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Now let me take you to 2026 playoff.
Okay.
The Los Angeles Chargers going to be at home. AFC Championship game against Buffalo. The Chargers is up 27-23, right?
Okay.
Josh Allen had the ball under 5 minutes to go. They are driving to go ahead for the game-winning touchdown to go to the Super Bowl. Every single Chargers fan, not me, not my boys at the Chargers chat, but everyone is going to say what? The Chargers is going to charge you. They going to Chargers. That's how the Chargers is. They're going to lose this game. They're going to find a way to lose this game and break our heart, right? Josh Allen will make a pass. Derwin James will step in, pick that pass up to the house. Chargers go up 11. They exercise the demons. They get over the hump. They get over the hurdle. They go on and play in the Super Bowl and demolish the NFC, whoever is going to be. And I'm going to give you a bold prediction.
Okay.
I know Justin Herbert is our superstar quarterback and he should win the MVP, but I'm going to go different routes.
Okay.
Chargers will win 48-21. Same exactly score that Tampa Bay won it in 2003. Right?
Okay. I love it.
Super Bowl MVP. You ready for this one?
Hit me.
Truly is going to be the Super Bowl MVP.
I love it, dude. How many sacks? 4 sacks. Let's go.
4 sacks, 2 forced fumble, 5 tackles, and a pick 6 to the house.
I love it.
My baby and my love wolf dog that I dreamed to meet, right?
Yeah.
In the fourth quarter, he is going to have his tequila, right? And he's going to be on his phone at Fanatic to see what he is going to purchase because that goddamn game will be out of fucking hand. Let's go. I am telling every Chargers fan, Jim Harbaugh is bringing Vince Lombardi's trophy to LA Chargers in 26. John Gruden did it in San Diego, California. Jim Harbaugh is going to do it in San Francisco, California in his second year, baby.
All right, we'll put it down. Save it. This is a bold prediction from Atheer Khadher on, hey, put it, cash your money. Put it in the bank. We're making bets. This is going to happen.
Oh, and you watch. And watch. This. And I will tell you one last thing before I let you go, Kevin.
Yeah.
For all these people that think Jim Harbaugh is only winning 10 games this year, okay, or 9 and 7, 9 and 8 and all that, nonsense talk, okay? Jim Harbaugh winning 12 games this year. He's going to win the AFC West. We're going to be the 2 seed, all right?
Okay.
I got this. I know people's going to hate me for this, and I'm really sorry, but I have to be honest sometimes.
Okay,
right?
Hit us. Hit it.
The AFC Championship game is going to be in Cincinnati.
Okay.
The Chargers going to come up just short.
But we make it to the AFC Championship this year, though.
AFC Championship game in Cincinnati.
Okay.
The Chargers will come up just short in the AFC Championship game. Okay?
Okay.
Because Cincinnati have experience. But next year, the Chargers will get the championship game at home. They will beat Buffalo. They will go to the Super Bowl. And Vince Lombardi Trophy is coming to LA Chargers in 2026 February.
I love it, Atheer. I love your energy. I love everything you do, dude. You're a wild man, and we love that you're a part of the pod and contribute so much. So, Atheer, thank you so much for your time, man. I really cannot wait to meet you in person. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that's my fan focus from my fan. I love them all. Okay, I cannot wait till they see this. This is my prediction. The Los Angeles Chargers is winning the Super Bowl in 2026, baby. Book it down, San Francisco. By the way, tell Road Dog to get his ticket ready to fly to San Francisco. Okay? On it. I will let him know. All right, my bro. All right, dude. I see you, man. Thanks, buddy. We'll talk to you soon. Peace out, my bro. Bye. Here, dude. I love you, dude. You are so fun to listen to. I love all of these predictions. I love, dude, don't threaten me with a good time. I'm starting now. My savings are starting now. My baby. San Francisco 2026. I find it's amazing because the way I'm talking to him is exactly how he types his questions. I've never experienced the perfect crossover like that. Yep. Never stop, Atheer. We love you, dude. You're awesome. We love you so much, dude. Good. Bringing the energy. I mean, we had NFL Mike segment earlier, and it's just like, whew, it's going to be a tough act to follow. It's going to be a powerhouse episode. Somebody better come in with a strong fan focus, and Atheer, you are the perfect follow-up NFL Mike, man, to keep that energy going. Super. I love it. To AFC Championship this year, man. You win the AFC West and apologize AFC for us getting there and losing. That's okay. Like, we can get to the AFC Championship. I'm okay with that. Yeah. I'll take for a first year with Harbaugh getting an AFC Championship.
Oh
AFC West. I love it, dude. Don't
come on. I'm in. Atheer, thank you, buddy, for coming on and chatting with Kev and having just a great old time. We loved it over here. But now, folks, it's time to go on to the next segment. Ask Bolt Fam. Good luck following that.
Time to put your money where your mouth is.
Hi, guys. Don't jam a thumb up his butthole. That's what you do. I wet myself in excitement.
Oh, so hungry.
Your thoughts are like totally appreciated.
Catch you later, dude.
Okay, love you, boy.
That's right, folks. Time for Ask Bolt Fam, and we start with Scotty B63, who asked the question, were you as surprised as me with the signing of Alex Leatherwood?
Alex Leatherwood. Oh, that was good. That hit me somewhere. Hit funny bone. Okay. Yeah. Hella. I don't use that often. Hella surprised. Did not see that coming.
Word. Yeah.
I was hella surprised.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as a player that we knew didn't do well with the Raiders, and after that first year, I didn't follow him. I didn't see where he went after that because he was a swing and a miss. But after he's now signed for the Chargers, it's like, okay, well, let me look a little bit at this Alex Leatherwood situation. Let me see what was he bringing to the table. And
it was funny if you listen to Matt Money. Matt Money talks so much shit about. He doesn't usually go in on players, but he went on Alex Leatherwood when he was on the Raiders.
Oh, sure.
And just to hear him like talk about it now that he's a Charger, he's like walking it back to the pitch. I love it. But no one expected that to happen.
No.
Who thought we would have picked up Alex Leatherwood? So
I think it would have been a surprise signing if you say he's coming in to be the starting tackle.
Oh, yeah.
But as a depth piece, it's just like, I didn't see that coming, but I don't really ever know any of the depth tackles that you signed in the offseason.
And if you think about it, 3 first-round tackles are now on the Chargers.
Yeah.
Talent. Weapons.
Spear.
Tip of the spear.
Tip of the spear, baby. Coming in hard. So we were surprised, Scotty, but we don't hate it. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Big Red Bolts fan, who asked the question. I missed a week. What a shame, what a shock. Was I in traffic or a coma, or had I forgot? Could it have been, dare I say, writer's block? Nay, unit, it was a holiday that coincided with my own born-on day. Plus, I had my daughter and her friend at play, so the time, unfortunately, slipped away. Yet I had much fun with the Special 10. It was so much fun, I wished it not end. But end it did, and without Coach Kyle, my friend, despite the calls and the pleas that we did send. We agreed on a punishment, did we not? Something about singing about a teapot that gets tipped over when it gets hot. I personally like the sound of that plot. Love you, bye. And this time, what the heck? Let's not F the Raiders. Let us gift them an upper deck.
Nice.
That's right. Yes.
Get the punishment has it, and he hasn't done it yet.
No, because we kind of posted, and Kyle went, I'm not doing that.
I'll do it. No, I said I'll do it. I don't care. Like it didn't feel like that much of a punishment. I'll sing a little teapot song for sure. It's on Patreon. It's on Patreon.
Here?
No,
it was with Patreon. Yeah. If you want to see Kyle saying, I'm a little teapot.
You want to see my special performances, you got to pay for it. This ain't free.
Holy shit.
Oh, my God.
Well, look for that on the page.
So you know where to go, folks. If you want to see Kyle's performance, patreon.com/ChargerChat.
I will turn it into a ringtone.
Yeah, don't spoil it. Yeah, that was a good tease. I like that. Speaking of performances, we didn't talk about this. The Chargers were at a concert. We saw Justin Herbert on stage with
Zach,
with Bozeman.
Awesome.
Alt was up there.
And Alt and Slater.
Slater was there. All of his tackles. Yeah. His lineman, his kicker.
They were having a good old time.
That was fun. He looked very uncomfortable though. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do up here. Let's bro hug because I don't know what to do right now.
Can I recommend something? Try and find that video and just keep your eyes peeled on Joe Alt and his dance moves. I think it's important. They're not, but I love him.
They're not.
Is this his dance move?
It's he's definitely thinking about foot placement.
Electric slide.
Yeah. But I love him. I love that they went up there and did that. That's freaking cool.
Love it. All right, big Red Bolts fan. It's coming in hot. Just hold your horses. It's happening.
Yeah.
Let's move it on now to King David 420 DHBC, who asked the question.
How do I get on the show to chat with you, great people, and share some laughs and learn more about the pod business?
You're the one who talks to people, Kevin. You
yeah, shoot us if you want. So I don't know what happened, but in the last month, we've had an incredible amount of people reach out about wanting to be on Fan Focus. So I think we're booked through end of August.
Yeah, I can fit you in 2025, 2026.
No, I've done that a few times. I'm like, are you available September 12th of 2000? People are like, wait, what? No, I don't plan that far ahead. So, but yes, just message me. I'll put you on the books and then we'll get there when we get there. We'll save you a spot. But yeah, just shoot our Instagram, Twitter. Just shoot us a message if you want to be on a Fan Focus.
Yeah, for sure, buddy. For the Die Hard Bowl Club, we'll squeeze you in. We'll move you up a couple spots.
Yeah.
But King David, thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Mr. Pekar, who asked the question.
Hello, my beautiful Boltastic brothers from other mothers. I know you saw the Chargers short where Jesse Minter was mic'd and was coaching up Zot. I know you saw it because you reacted to it on the best Patreon channel ever. That was some good coaching. Call out the mistake, coach him up, and celebrate the success. If you don't understand, it'd be like baby Kevin playing chess. The call out, Kevin, get that out of your mouth. It doesn't go there. You don't know where it's been. Then the coach up, Kevin, the big old fat one does not go in your mouth. It's the king. Jesus. And it goes here and he does this. Now celebrate the success. Good job, Kevin. You did it. You want a cookie? I like games. What game would you want to be Jumanji'd into, and who would you bring with you from the Chargers as a teammate? No copycats or repeats. BTFU, big old sucking butthole family, trust, respect. K, love you, bye.
NFL Blitz. Not taking Justin Herbert. Can't repeat.
NFL Blitz. You son of a
NFL Blitz with Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't repeat.
I'll go Contra.
I'll go Madden 25.
Justin Herbert. I'm going Contra with Justin Herbert.
Oh.
Old school. Give us all the weapons.
What's a life and death situation?
Exactly. It's like a 2D. It's like a old school game.
Yeah.
It's awesome. But you get you get sick weapons. That or Metal Slug. And we'll go in tanks and blow shit up.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Metal Slug is fun.
Yeah.
Interesting. Cool. All right.
But do you die or do you just come back?
You respawn.
Oh, okay.
You get some lives.
Yeah, of course.
It's a Wreck-It Ralph situation.
Yeah. This machine doesn't need quarters.
Well, I'm gonna go board game, and I'm gonna say Candyland.
Oh, that's probably better for the Jumanji.
Yeah. And I'm gonna bring I'll bring Pipkins with me. Be like, let's sit down. Let's eat some candy here, buddy.
Hey, I want to tell you something my friend said about you.
Yeah. There you
Make
go.
him feel loved. That's cool.
Give him some candy, for crying out loud. There you go, Mr. Pekar. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Daryl21, who asked the question. Hey guys, how's my peeps? As we're gearing up for the final 2 weeks of OTAs, ready to hit the snooze button before the storm hits. What are some of the things we guys want to see accomplished by June 13th when mini camp is over? Talk amongst yourselves. FTR, FTB, and a huge FTC. See you Tuesday, boys. Let me bye.
Thanks, Daryl.
Yeah. All right.
What do we want to see?
By June 13th, which is in about 9-10 days. What do we want to see accomplished?
I want to see accomplished is Coach Harbaugh mic'd up, because I have no idea what's going on the field. Like, I need a Harbaugh mic'd up.
This has been the build up.
But like, send us off into summer with a Harbaugh mic'd up. Okay, like it'll hold us over. I'm sure it'll be incredibly rewatchable. And then you guys can just take a vacation.
Yeah, and then you just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
Exactly.
That would be awesome.
That's a stupid answer because I have no idea what's going on.
I think that's a great answer.
That's the problem.
As a fan, that's what I want.
Yeah, the hard part about answering these questions is we don't know what's going on in minicamp.
Mm-hmm.
Like as far as X's and O's and what we want to see, like this gel or the receivers get on this, like be able to do this, or having a set offensive lineman, the guys that know they're the ones and they can get reps in. It's like we just don't know what's going on behind the scenes. There's not enough access for us to know exactly those types of things. So yeah, I don't know. I think I agree with Kevin. Give me some more mic'd ups. Give me as many mic'd ups as you can before June 13th.
Yeah. Mic up Justin, mic up
Nick
Coach.
Hardwick, Navarro Bowman.
Let's give us, like, just do one day when you take out 50 cameras and you mic up 50 people. You do it all in one day, and you just do one a day later
all summer. Yeah,
50 days of mic'd ups.
That. I would love to see the Chargers accomplish getting everybody signed that they want to have signed. Now, is that, expected? Not necessarily. I'd love to see Joe Alt I'd love to get every distraction out of the way. Get Joe Alt signed, get all the draft guys signed. If you got money to spend and you got some players that you have some eyes on, get them signed, get them on the roster so that way we can start gelling. We can get everything moving in the right direction. Is that expected? Not necessarily, but that's what I'd love to see. I'd love to see it, personally.
Take that.
There you go. Daryl 21. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Tony Francis.
Tony.
Who asked the question.
Tony.
What the maggots? It's already June and Bulldog has reported in with what jersey he plans to get. Kev already bought his. Coach says he's getting a polo with Harbaugh on the back. Get it together, Twinkle Toes. Declare your damn jersey and let's get this party moving. Now on to my questions. 1, why the does Trey Pickens suck so much at blocking? He couldn't stop my grandma from rushing the QB. Dadgummit. 2, who the cares about my second question until we figure out what the is wrong with Trey Pipkins? Golly! Jesus criminy! Someone, maybe coach, tell me what we should do with him. Guard, bench, practice squad, mowing Kevin's lawn. He's got to do something, and I'm starting to think Kev was right all along. Kudos to you, Kev. And if Bulldog, you say you're going to buy a Trey Pipkins jersey, Kev and I are both going to beat you over the head with a bat, invite you to play golf with us, and shoot you with paintballs on the 18th hole. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. The rate turns, burn the kingdom, and squash the donkeys, and suck my butt.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that one made me laugh, too.
That was good. Not only because it was funny, but yeah, Trey Pipkins sucks still. Did you guys see the video he's referring to? He got Olayed. He got spin moved and Olayed.
I didn't see it.
Now, to be fair,
I think
I'm not trying to be a Trey Pipkins apologist.
It sounds like this episode you are.
I'm just wanting to put into perspective their training. Is he necessarily going to go as hard?
Hold on. We're gonna be right back. We got to show Kyle this so we can weigh in.
I got to see this. I don't know where it is.
We're back. Kyle, thoughts?
I don't know. Adam keeps trying to defend that this was just practice, but he's going the same speed as that guy. He doesn't even, they're both in practice.
This is the Trey Pipkins I know. This is the Trey Pipkins I know. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go to our Twitter. I reposted it, and there's a bullfighter, and it says Olay on it. Just look at the video below that, and you'll see what we're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they were told not to use their hands. The offensive line were like, "Hey, we're not using hands today. Just try to mirror them." I don't know if there's some kind of special drill, but yeah, that's not a good look against a backup pass rusher.
Yeah,
no.
But I would like to say, if that happened to Rashawn Slater, I'd go, yeah, maybe he's not going full speed. He's got a little linging injury.
Can I say something else?
But against the reason I don't say that for Trey is because this happens to him regularly in
all the time
games. Yeah.
I will say this. It's funny that this video came out the day we signed Alex Leatherwood. Just saying that there is this happened the day that happened. I'm just saying. I'm putting it out there. I think the coaching staff is at some point what do I want to see by the end of June 16th? The coaching staff know what Trey Pipkins is. You're gonna know. I don't know what he is.
You got a couple weeks.
Understand what he is, and let's not put him in a position where he's going to get somebody hurt. Right. That he's done every year that he's been a starter.
Right.
So, thank you for this question. I appreciate it, Tony Francis.
Yeah, could put him at guard. Could give him the Leatherwood treatment and put him at the guard.
You still got to use your hands at guard. I
don't think he's tough enough to play guard. At guard, you're hitting people every single play. You're comboing with the center, like boom, against bigger dudes that are 300 pounds, 280 pounds. I don't think this is not to take a shot at Trey Pipkins. I just don't think he's tough enough to do that every single play.
Gotcha.
So I think he'll be a backup bench guy.
Well, and
this was so bad. The video is so bad.
And as far as the jersey, it's not a Trey Pipkins jersey.
Thank
although
you should, dude.
I did say
Kyle, don't push buttons. Kyle, don't push buttons.
No.
Wait.
Adam, don't let him tell you what to do, Adam.
No, I'm not telling him what to do. I'm telling you what to do. Don't do that.
I will say that on our hangout, I did say that if Trey Pipkins became a Pro Bowl card, that Kevin should buy his jersey, and he did agree.
It will never happen.
I'm just saying, if it happens,
I can't wait to do it, but it will never happen. What jersey are you getting?
It's tough though, because like when you get a jersey, you want to get a guy that's going to be with the team for a while, because you don't want to get a guy and then like he leaves the next year or something like that. I think my next jersey that I'm planning to get is a Thule jersey. I want to get a Thule jersey.
I like that.
Give me the team.
Let's go.
Yeah,
well, it'll be great during the Super Bowl, because he's going to have 4 sacks. And
the future MVP 2026.
yeah, Super Bowl MVP. Get ready. Invest in your future.
There you go. That's my plan, Tony Francis, and you'll see it happen. Thank you for asking the
Great
question.
question.
Great question. Let's move it on now to Chilipino.
Welcome back.
Who asked the question?
Here near the off-season doldrums, mateys, I'll be marooning myself on Fiesta Island while waiting for football season. My cue to you shipmates is, have you played over the line? And who on the Chargers roster would you have on your OTL team? And let's include coaches too. K, love you, bye.
It's been a minute since I played over the line.
Now, I never played over the line. I had to look it up because I was like, is this a video game? Like, what is over the line? I've never played this before.
It's like a beach baseball game.
Yeah, just like a very simple beach baseball game. You got a hitter and your pitcher's on your team. You got to hit the ball. There's a very specific fair area.
Yeah, it's like a triangle area.
Yeah, and then you've got to the other team is trying to catch the ball before it hits the ground. If it hits the ground before they catch it, it's fair ball. You score points that way. It's baseball, essentially, but it's on the beach, and it's, awesome. Not a huge. I think there's like 3 guys on a team.
Big San Diego energy. I remember the over the line tournaments all the time down there. So yeah. Give me Harbaugh.
You want Harbaugh?
I want Harbaugh.
That's good.
He's an ultimate competitor.
Sure, I like that.
Yeah, I want Derwin James. I think Derwin's just one of the best overall athletes. I was going to say Derwin. I think him on defense would be nasty. He'd be able to cover all that sand. Yeah, I'd take Derwin.
Fine, then I get Justin Herbert.
He does have a great golf swing.
That's
might
right.
Translate.
Yeah, it will.
Might translate. He played baseball in high school. He was a big baseball player.
Yeah.
He's good at everything. What are we
He's got it all. Yeah. There you go. Chilipino, thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to B Jr., who asked the question.
Hey, guys. Now that I've got the hang of Ask Boltfam down, I'm back this week with a scenario. You have a life or death situation where you have to build a starting NFL roster, excluding linemen, either on offense or defense, or you can do both. But you can only choose Chiefs, Broncos, and Raiders players. They can be from any era throughout NFL history. Who are you taking to round out your team? I know it's an icky debacle, but you must choose at minimum 1 player from each franchise. So who will you have a Raider player on your team? This should be a funny one. Don't hate me too bad, LOL. Bolt up, K, love you, bye.
It's yucky.
It is yucky. And I don't know if we've got the energy to build a whole offense or defense, but at the very least, I think
why don't we do one of each?
Yeah, we could do.
We'll just do the offense.
One defense.
It says just offense or defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll just do offense. It'll be quick.
But I have a good defensive player that I would want.
Okay, just shout out your honorable mention defensive player.
Charles Woodson. Charles Woodson in his prime.
He's a Raider.
Yeah. Well, that's the fucking question, Kyle.
I know, but of all the players that you were desperate to shout out, that's the one.
Well, he was also a Packer, and I watched him play a lot. He wasn't a Raider for his entire career. God, this is a trap question. Nothing good's going to come from
nothing good. We can talk crap to each other constantly throughout this. But if we have to, we're going on offense, and we have to pick one player from the Raiders, which I don't want to do. As you were reading it, I was already about to say, okay, well, we're not going to pick a Raiders player. We'll just do offense. But technically, Jerry Rice was on the Raiders, correct?
Technically. All right,
so I feel like that's a nice cop out because we have a son on our team.
Yeah, that works. I like that.
I don't want to throw up in my mouth. I associate him more as a 49er.
He's a 49er. Sure. Yeah, so it's just kind of a cop out.
And a player that didn't play very long that was freaking awesome. I'll go Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson, great.
Right?
I have two Raiders.
Yeah, and he wasn't like a Raider for very long, so we never really had to run into him.
And he wasn't like full-blown Raider because he also played baseball. So
right.
Bo Jackson.
It's a light Raider,
And fun fact, I just saw floating around, Jim Harbaugh has more rushing yards than Bo Jackson.
I did see that. That's why I thought of the name. Yes, 100%. He does. Yeah,
it's not a ton, but he's got like
10 more yards.
More rushing yards
than Bo Jackson. Well, Bo Jackson played for what, like 2 years, and then Harbaugh played for like 15.
I'm just saying though.
Yeah,
Jim Harbaugh more rushing yards.
It's true. Hey, take it.
Well, we got to think of. Let's move off of the Raiders. I'm tired of thinking about that.
No current Chiefs either, because I'll puke.
Current Chiefs, no. Agreed.
Don't do it. I'll puke. I'll throw up right.
We got to go retro names, people that aren't a threat to us.
I don't know retro Chiefs, honestly.
I mean, Tony Gonzalez, he's one of the greats. I mean, he's not better than Antonio Gates, but
definitely
we can't use Chargers.
Yeah.
So,
and he was on the Falcons for a while too.
What about Joe Alt's dad? I know he said no O-lineman, but I'd go Joe Alt's dad.
He just
that's easy because he's already pledged his allegiance to the powder blue, so that's easy.
Right, that is easy. Yeah, okay, that's good.
And then let's look at some Broncos.
We need wide receivers. We don't have a quarterback. John Elway,
sure.
Peyton Manning,
seems like an okay
sure.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Peyton Manning. Oh, I guess you could have gone Peyton Manning. We'll go Peyton Manning.
Okay.
All right, sure.
And then we need 2 wide receivers. Oh no, we already got Jerry Rice. We just need one more.
One more wide receiver.
Or we could go double tight end and toss Shannon Sharp in there.
Perfect.
Sure, Shannon Sharp. Yeah.
Shannon Sharp me up.
Shannon Sharp.
There you go.
Yeah. That was not a fun exercise.
No, don't do it again, B Junior. Thank you for asking the question.
I'm glad you got the hang of it too. Welcome back.
Let's move it on now to the K-Man, who asked the question. Hey, Charger Chat dudes. In your opinions, will Chris Rumph be on the team come the first regular game of the season? I feel the current depth in players in that position, he's history, as they say. What say you three?
Well, he's not even on the field right now. He's working off to the side from what I've heard.
He was recovering from injury from last year. He ended the season hurt.
You remember he got hurt during warmups?
Mm-hmm. Oh, right.
Remember that?
Game,
yeah.
It's not looking good. I think with the Bud Dupree signing,
looking good.
I don't know, man. I don't know if you make
the guy. Love
great guy,
player. And great personality, brings a lot of fire and energy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He gets a lot of shit too for not having a physique at all.
Which, it doesn't feel like he's really worked on it. Like he hasn't like put on weight or like gotten bigger and stronger. And so I think you're gonna have your 4 that we already know the 4, and then hopefully he sticks around as a practice squad in case somebody gets hurt.
Yeah,
because he's got some talent and he'll know the system. Like that was a big thing they talked about is bringing these guys in before training camp so they know the system. That way, if you need them later. But I don't think he'll be on the active roster week 1.
We'll find out later on. But the K-Man, thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to DJ Jones, who asked the question.
Howdy! As the season slowly approaches, pads start getting put on and OTAs go into a wrap heading into training camp. My question is, out of the remaining free agents that are available, which couple of players would you sign to round out this roster? Love you, bye, FTR and Bolt Up.
All right, so of the remaining free agents, a name that popped out to me, especially in an area that might be a position of need, is Jamal Adams. Out of Seattle, getting a safety back there, something that can back up Alohi, build up some depth. And a guy that's been in the league a while, veteran player. I like Jamal Adams. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Kev, who you got?
I'm thinking the easy one to like point at is cornerback room, and I think is still unproven, and we don't have a whole lot, and we have some money right now. So Xavier Howard, cornerback, it's a big contract. He just got paid. It's like $18 million a year. So I don't know if you're like You're
not gun shy from the J.C. Jackson signing.
He's one of the other cornerbacks available. So yeah, I don't know about that.
You don't want to go back to that well?
I'm just looking at the positions of need, and if you want to throw some money down, like he's been really good for the Dolphins. I don't know if he's $18 million good, but he's really good.
Yeah, for sure. I love Justin Simmons or Eddie Jackson. I think that safety room has to be addressed. I do agree that the cornerback room probably could, but I don't think they're going to go get a gigantic name. I don't know. I just, it feels like you had like Zont, and you already signed Christian this offseason. So I feel like, I don't know, that safety room scares me. I just don't believe in anybody behind Alohi and Derwin, and you have to have more depth than that at a physical position like that. So
totally,
Justin Simmons or Eddie Jackson would be huge. I think that would be awesome. You can get them on a 2-year deal and get ready to go.
Yeah. There you go. DJ Jones. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Guidebook Beats, who asked the question.
With our DBs getting rotations in the slot, which DB do you think takes off and can play both slot and outside? And the player you pick, how many picks and how many tackles? Also, today is my birthday. And can I get a shout out from you guys? Bolt up.
Happy
birthday
to you.
Take it.
Happy birthday, dude.
Beats. Happy birthday. But DBs, who's the player we pick that's going to take off?
How many picks and how many tackles?
I think Zont could be that guy.
Yeah.
I feel like Zont's getting way better. He's had a great OTA from all accounts, and I think he could be that guy.
Yeah, I think the interceptions are going to go up for him this year for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think Zont can play inside. I just don't think he will because we don't have enough depth on the outside. I think he's going to be your starting outside corner with Christian Fulton is the assumption right now with the depth that we currently have. But yeah, I think he's our best corner. So I don't know how I would say anybody else would get more picks than him unless they just don't want to throw to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Zont's going to lead that room for sure.
Yeah.
It'll be fun to see though. I mean, Jasir Taylor, Cam Hart, like there's a lot of young guys on the squad.
Yeah. Rookies could come out and surprise us, but I would think it'd be Zont, and I would say he'd probably get 5 picks, 80 tackles. Is that low? 80 tackles?
That's high. Tackles is high.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. I'll stick with that. I'll say high.
Yeah.
Anything different, Kevin? You look like he's going to say. You're muted, Kevin.
Uh-oh. You're muted. You're muted.
Sorry, my son is knocking on my door right now, and I'm trying to talk to you guys. I'll be there, son. I'll be there in a minute, son.
I'll be in a minute, son.
Give me a minute, son. I just need to see how this room's going to work out a little bit. Like we have no idea what the secondary is going to be right now. So yeah,
come in. There you go. Guidebook Beats. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to BTFU Chargers guy, baby.
Certified fresh.
Okay, who asked the question? Yo, Chargers homies, what's up? Did the Raiders fan finally suck the butt yet? I think they did. What do you guys think? But my real question is, who do you think are our top 5 Chargers for a breakout this season? BTFU, F the Raiders, and the Chiefs. All right, 5 Chargers with a breakout season coming in hot. Who do we think?
Let's go around the horn. I'll start. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to say J.K. Dobbins. I think he's going to come out of nowhere, injury season, and be an absolute monster this year. He's going to stay healthy.
Like it. Kyle?
Wait, I'm going to go Joey Bosa. Is going to have a comeback year, big time year. Got to prove himself if he wants to get another decent sized contract after this. So, yeah, Joey Bosa.
All right. I'm going to say Derwin. Going to come in, had kind of a lull year last year. Now he's going to be free. He's going to get some tackles.
No more penalties.
No more penalties, but he's going to play tough still because that's the Harbaugh way.
Yeah.
Back to you, Kevin.
I will go Joe Alt. This guy is not going to give up a sack this year at right tackle.
Whoa.
Not going to give up a single sack.
Not a single sack this year at right tackle.
Wow.
I like it.
Rookie extraordinaire. He'll be in the running for rookie of the year.
Wow. That would be amazing.
Wow. Offensive rookie of the year.
All right,
has a right tackle ever won it? No.
I don't think so.
But it's possible.
But you're saying there's a chance. Kyle, take us home. Who's the last guy?
I have two right on the tip of my tongue, but
okay.
This is the one that I want most. Like I want him to break out the most, and it's Deion Henley. I think he's just a fan favorite as a player, like his personality and the way that he approaches the game.
Okay.
And he's going to have more opportunity this year. Everyone in front of him is now gone. So I'm hoping that he gets a lot more playing time and he's able to break out and have a big year.
All right. There you go. BTFU Chargers guy, baby. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move on now to Andrew Ramsey, who asked the question. Pipe it up, Charger chat. Every time I watch an OTA mic'd up, it's got me piped up. See that coach right there? He piped up. See that rook right there? He piped up. I walk in the store with my gear just to pipe it up. I drive in my car with my decals and pipe it up. Makes me want to call a Chiefs fan and ho and go pipe it up. Can't wait for your Brando in September and we'll pipe it up. Now let's pipe it up, LOL. One of the coaches made a comment during Greg Roman's mic'd up how surprised he was about Justin Herbert's performance and intelligence after having to learn yet another system in the NFL. That being, each of you answer one of the following. Name one veteran player who will struggle and one that will succeed this year in a new system. Name one rookie from last year class that will struggle and one that will succeed with a new system. Name one legal and safe form of substance that we will pipe it up with in September at the Bando in Charlotte. Yes, I purposely had a question Kyle could not answer because I'm still not happy. Can't love you. Pipe it up. Bye.
Andrew coming in. Oh, sorry. I have a little guest.
Special guest.
I was like a jump baby. Yeah, I got a little sick little dude. He's gonna hang on me for a minute. This is 3 questions, Andrew.
Well, we can each pick one.
Okay.
So
I love it, Andrew.
Somebody pick something.
I take it back. I love it.
Take it back. I love it.
Bring more.
Yeah.
Somebody name a veteran player that will struggle and one that will succeed.
Trey Pipkins, Joe Alt. Done.
Fantastic. Name a rookie that will struggle and one that will succeed. A rookie from last year, yes.
Rookie from last year. Deion will succeed. A rookie that will struggle. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. The rookie that will succeed is going to be Deion, and the rookie from last year that's going to struggle, Quentin Johnston. Sorry, Kev.
God.
Enjoy your jersey.
Damn.
Enjoy your jersey.
Earmuffs.
Wow.
Don't
couldn't say Max Duggan.
Don't listen to Uncle
like
Kai Kai. Don't listen to Uncle Kai Kai.
I don't even think Max Duggan's on the team. He's not even on the roster.
He's out there.
He is.
He's flinging the ball.
Oh.
He's competing.
Okay. Well, I'm still not changing my answer. Quentin Johnston, just because I wanted to see Kevin squirm.
And the legal and safe form of substance that we'll pipe it up with.
Brewskis.
Yeah. Give me some shots.
Everybody.
There you go, Andrew. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move on now.
Over here. Sorry.
Kevin, phone's peeping.
Let's move it on now to Carter, who asked the question.
What's up, fellas? Do you think they'll have some version of All In this season?
I sure hope so.
God,
we're not on Hard Knocks. I want some off-season content.
The excitement I get with just these mic'd ups, like, just give me a hole. He's excited too. It's just the whole thing.
Are those farts?
He's not feeling well. He can't breathe. He's not feeling.
Is he sniffling? What is he doing?
Sniffling. He's sniffling.
Okay.
No. Don't listen to Uncle Kyle. He's such a dick.
Dude, it sounded like he was farting.
No, I can't breathe. The man can't breathe.
Kids fart.
But like just the
it's fart.
They do fart. You're right.
Farts.
Just the amount of excitement I get from these mic'd ups. Like, you definitely need to give us a properly produced documentary.
All right. And they've killed it in the past. Like, they've shown they can do it. Why not? In a season where you get Jim
last
Harbaugh.
year kind of sucked when they just kind of went 0 dark 30. That's a tough look.
They knew a couple weeks ahead of time that things were going towards a really bad ending. So they're like, we're just going to pause this before we see this train really come off the tracks.
Yeah.
So why don't we do every week this year? Not every other week or every 3 weeks or whatever they did in the past.
Work twice as hard.
Every week, just like the Chargers. Chat. Clap your hands.
There you go. Carter, thank you for asking the question. And we go out of Ask Bolt Fam with Atheer Khadher.
Atheer.
Khadher.
Who asked the question? Chat, my boys. Love you all. I hope you love my fan focus, baby. Now to my question. Pick Super Bowl MVP in 2026. Not named Herbert. No cheating, LOL, because QB has won this award 68% of Super Bowls, LMAO. I picked Thule, 4 sacks, 5 tackles, and pick 6 to the house. Fuck the NFC champs and fuck the AFC conference. Let's go, baby.
All right. The Thule pick is bold.
Thule pick is bold. I do like that. 4
sacks in a Super Bowl. That's pretty rad.
Somebody give somebody else.
Man, our brains are not firing this morning.
I'm saying Khalil Mack.
You think he's still with the team next year?
He's going to get re-signed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you not?
Yeah, I like it.
All right.
I think,
anybody else?
All right. I got one. Joe Alt. Doesn't give up a sack, but is eligible, tackle eligible, scores a touchdown.
Game-winning
to
touchdown.
Win the game. Joe Alt.
Kevin, you clearly don't love Quentin Johnston. You really don't. The only players that win
going
MVP
to get dragged into the shit
yes,
again.
you are. Because the only players that win
won't.
MVP are quarterback, wide receiver, and pass rusher. And you went with Joe Alt over
Outside
your boy,
the box,
Quentin Johnston. He's never going to win MVP as a tackle. It's not going to happen. And so to make it, just to like show you what a true Quentin Johnston fan would say, I'm picking Quentin Johnston in the Super Bowl MVP in 2026.
You just said he's going to have the worst year.
He's going to struggle.
This year, next year, Super Bowl MVP.
Loophole, son of a.
You Duggins are always looking for loopholes. We can always count on that.
Should have been lawyers.
Death, taxes, and Duggins finding loopholes. There you go, Atheer Khadher. Thank you for asking the question. And thank you, everybody, for asking questions and Ask Bolt Fam. We greatly appreciate it. But that's going to do it for us here at Charger Chat. Any final thoughts there, gentlemen? Any sniffles?
I'm excited because we only have a few more weeks left until football is like paused.
Back.
So enjoy these next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Save
it. Is that Quentin Johnston jersey coming yet?
Yeah, it's going to be, apparently, according to NFLshop.com, it will be produced on June 22nd. Not even shipped. They will get around to making it on June 22nd.
It's birthday.
I ordered it. It takes 6 weeks for them to make that jersey. Yeah, because I ordered it.
Only
it'll
for
fit
you
a
to
bus.
get it and change it.
They don't have enough fabric.
Just to get the amount of fabric, we're having a special
And then I'm
order.
going to cut half the fabric out and get it repurposed.
I don't think we have enough fabric to make this. Let's move it out to June 22nd.
It's going to take June.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Charger Chat, folks. Don't forget to bolt up because we're ready for any squad, any place.
Okay, love you, bye.
Okay, love you, bye.
Okay, love you, bye.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Unlock the mysteries of your football future with Atheer Khadher's Psychic Hotline. Connect with gifted psychics who delve into the depths of your football destiny, offering score predictions, MVP prophecies, and much, much more. Whether you seek clarity on coaching hires, draft picks, or Super Bowls, our experienced group is here to illuminate your path. Call now and step into a world where the third and longs become first and tens. Atheer Khadher's Psychic Hotline. Discover tomorrow's football secrets today.